Number 10, we're going to solve this number in the complex, or this equation in the complex number system. So before we could not solve square roots that had negative, now we can. So we have x squared plus 64 equals 0. We're going to solve this by the square root property, so we're going to subtract 64 from both sides of the equal sign. That gives us x squared equals negative 64. Then we're going to take the square root of both sides to get x by itself. And when you do so, we get x equals positive or negative square root of negative 64. Whenever you do square root of a number, you got to take positive and negative. Because of the negative, we're going to pull out an I. Positive or negative I square root of 64. And then the square root of 64 is 8. So final answer is positive or negative 8i. So you get positive 8i and negative 8i. Let me do the positive or negative button and then just do 8i. Or you can type them and separate them with a comma. Number 11, we're going to be doing the same thing, solving this in the complex plane. I'm looking and I'm guessing this will not factor, so we have to do quadratic formula. X squared minus 2x plus 2 equals 0. So quadratic formula, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all of this over 2a. And a is 1, leading coefficient b is negative 2, and c is positive 2. So I'm going to plug in and simplify everything in as short a form as possible. So when I plug in negative b to an already negative, it becomes positive, plus or minus square root b squared, so negative 2 squared is 4, minus 4 times a times c, so 4 times 1 is 4, times 2 is 8. So we get minus 8, and then all divided by 2a. 2 times 1 is 2. Alright, so we get 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 4, all divided by 2. And then I'm running out of room. So negative 4, square root of negative 4, that's 2, but I. So we have 2 plus or minus 2i divided by 2. And both of these numbers can be divided by 2. So divide by 2, and that gives us 1 plus or minus I. So that will be our two solutions in the complex plane. 1 plus or minus I.